Hi, in this video we will talk about Gaussian distribution. So if we are going to work on any dataset, we have to make sure that our features are normally distributed or not. If it's not following a Gaussian distribution, then we have to convert our data into Gaussian normal distribution by some techniques like Box-Cox, reciprocal, or squared, or log normal distribution. We'll talk about later of them. So now we have to understand what is Gaussian normal distribution and what all these lines are showing us. So now suppose we have some data in many so now we are considering that our data is a Gaussian distribution at this value. After that we have to plot our bell curve with the help of this plot. In matplotlib library we have some this plot function, many other things by which we can see our data is following a Gaussian normal distribution or not. This plot is one of them. So to understand the Gaussian normal distribution, please watch the standard deviation video by clicking on the I button. Now look at our data. We have only x-axis over there. So, but if we are going to plot our Gaussian normal distribution, we have some y values over here. So we can make our 2D graph to show a bell curve. So our y-axis will be have some formula 1 upon under root 2 pi rho square, sorry, sigma square exponential power minus half into data point x minus population mean whole square upon rho sigma square. Sigma square will be equal to, it is our standard deviation. So our nu will be equal to is population mean. If you don't know about these two terms, please watch the previous video in my playlist. To so we already talked about that it is our first standard deviation, and if you talk about this is our second standard deviation, and this is our third standard deviation. So now after the finding value of nu and sigma, we can find our first range. It means those range which is following by our first standard deviation. So nu plus sigma and nu minus sigma will show us our range of first standard deviation. We are calling as a first standard deviation because we have our one here, and there is assumptions that our first if we find the range according to our first standard deviation, so it will show us our 68% of our data. 68% data in first standard deviation. And if we go and find But if I find the second standard deviation and find the range according to that, so it will cover, we are multiplying by 2 because we are trying to get our second standard deviation. We have to find that how much percentage of our data is present in our second standard deviation. So for that we have to find sigma plus nu, sigma minus 2 nu. So it will show us some values, and we can say that from this value to this, sorry, from this value to this value, we have our 95% of our data. 95% data in second standard deviation. We can see by drawing now, if we find our, this is our normal distribution, this will nu, and we are taking that nu minus 2 sigma and nu plus 2 sigma, and here we have nu minus sigma and nu plus sigma. It will show us that 95% of our data is present between this to this range. It means we have 95% of our data in this range. Similarly, we can draw this curve for our first standard deviation. If we find our, this is nu and this is our nu minus sigma and this is our nu plus sigma. So we can say that 68% of the data is falling between them, between this range. So see, so if we find the third standard deviation, so it will show us 99.7% of our data is lying between those ranges. It shows us that we have no outliers and some problem with our data. We will talk about outliers, that what is outliers and how it affects our data later. So, but if we find our third standard deviation, if we find our ranges according to third standard deviation, and find its range, so it will show us 99% of our data in this range. This will also give us some value, and is this in this range, our distribution will follow 99% of our data. It will show us that our 99% of our data is present in this region. So it is nu minus sigma, it is nu plus sigma, it is nu plus 2 sigma, nu minus 2 sigma, and it is nu minus 3 sigma, it is nu plus 3 sigma. So it will show us that 99% of our data is present in this region or in this range. So always we should consider that, if, see, I am talking about that our data is following a normal distribution, and if it is not following a distribution, then it will be something like that. It can have some type of skewness, like right hand skewness or left hand skewness. And how to handle this type of distributions, we have to convert this into a normal distribution by some techniques. We will talk about that in by some videos. after some videos. So it will cover 99% of our data in our third standard deviation. So these all our statements are known as our these all statements are all our empirical formulas. This is all about today video. I will solve a problem in which we will calculate our y according to our x by some calculations. In my next video, I will take a random data, and solve it and try to make this normal distribution to show you. This is all about today video. Please subscribe the channel. Bye.